This is NBA 2K TV. This week, we're
Fans, be here for Mascot Mania. All fans in attendance will receive a poster of Madsman. We hope to see you again now, fans. So visit us online or at the ticket booth for availability on any future games. Make sure to pick up your official NBA programs. Get player stats, find schedules, and read interviews with the NBA players. Programs are located at all entrances to the stadium. And fans, be certain to join us at our town promotional game. At the entrance, you'll receive your very own complimentary Mavericks beach towel.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start of the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, they've fallen into the bottom tier of teams, but looking to make up some ground. They're going against a team that they feel they're more...
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Doncic.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Shea, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Batum in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that. Things
Settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Brunson finds Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Sweet little floater.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Shea outside. Shoots a three. Kidd-Gilchrist against Porzingis. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Brown. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Rozier missing. Here's Dallas. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, when we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
That's right. I mean, the only thing that matters is what the scoreboard shows. I mean, your role is dependent on what the team needs from you at the time. Excel in your role. That's what good teammates do.
And here is Hardaway following the three-pointer by Shea. Here's the pass to Doncic. Shoots over Batum. A fadeaway J off the mark.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
free throw good from Brown. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Hornets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Jay. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Lets it fly, and Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Brown, back to Rozier. Outside, Batum. Passes it to Rozier. Batum with the ball. 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Brown. That shot missing. Great D that time from Hardaway. Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Porzingis. Offensive rebound. Now here's Brunson. Covered by Che. So they take the lead. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And you got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Count it.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Barea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
The drive by Che.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Barea against Brown. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. A nice shot by Barea.
And, you know, Barea is extremely fast. Explodes to the basket whenever he sees a lane available.
Brown right side. Shoots over Barea. And Jay gets it to go on the assist by Monk. Brown's got 12 in the game.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Barea against Brown. Here's Barea. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Dallas. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and Kobe.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Bridges and Williams holding down those forward positions. Monk is out there with Jay. And it's Zeller in at the center. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Cavaliers was all business. He added 37 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Clark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams, but you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable to the Warriors. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. Charlotte calls timeout. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And really an odd series between them a year ago as they couldn't get a win.
With one on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for... And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Doncic in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Brown. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling this business in the pros because he's all business.
Here's Brown. It's tipped.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Brunson finds Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Brown against Hardaway. Sinks that one from the post. Hardaway has got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. The Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. It's Powell on the wing. Jacks up a 3, but he recovers it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in the game. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. DeLon Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Hornets also changing it up. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. Williams comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bridges in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Che. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably what occupy my time.
Wright for 3, bangs home the trifecta. Wright's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray against Barea. Back to Che. 3-pointer on the way. The shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Barea, the pass to Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
Brown with the bounce pass. Murray dishes to Brown. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zeller's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Che kicks to Murray. Over Doncic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray against Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bridges, no one around him. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Cody Zeller. Monk is out there with Brown. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Washington in at the small forward. Here's Che. And too long on the shot.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And right, here we go. Doncic outside. Launches a three. A rebound by Washington.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Che. That doesn't go either for Brown.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now, here's Doncic. He started close. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the man. Charlotte calls timeout. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Hardaway's checked in for DeLon Wright. Charlotte also making some changes. Batum comes in for Washington. And it's Rozier in for Malik Monk. Batum, good.
It takes a lot to throw Batum off his game. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score.
Now Curry. Outside, Porzingis lets the three fly. The Hornets pull it in. Zeller's got his fifth rebound in this one. Brown finds Hernan Gomez. Shoots over Powell. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hernan Gomez.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
Pass to Zeller. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Brown, good.
Boy, what a bucket that could prove to be. I mean, that's one they have to have, and Che got it for him.
Curry with it. Doncic feeling it out. That one falls. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And the Hornets call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell him simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game.
And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. Back to Brunson. The pass to Powell. Hardaway against Brown. And the foul called on Shea. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. It's good, and it's his sixth make against 11 attempts.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Back to Brown. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brown's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now, here's Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 9 points for Tim Hardaway.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Brown. 56 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Doncic. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
The putback, it counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
This is it to Porzingis. The 3. The Hornets pull it in.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
Mavericks ball.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
You know, he's the third pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Here's Jay. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, for Tim Hardaway Jr., it's the family business. His dad was a pro and an outstanding one in his own right in the NBA. So Jr. knows exactly what it takes to excel at this level.
And here is Curry. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
Che?
Yo.
We need you in the press room in 10.
Okay, got it.
What does it mean to you to be in the top 10 of All-Star voting in your position?
I'm top 10?
You are.
That's awesome. I mean, I work really hard on my game, so to get recognized by my peers and by the fans, it's huge.
Hey, how you been, man? Good game last night.
All right, everybody, bring it in. We got a lot to cover today. We need to be a sound defensive team, and that starts with limiting fast break opportunities. All right, let's get set up and start practice.
You got it, you got it. Come on, man.
Hey, come around, come around.
Shoot that.
Come on, D up on him.
I got your help.
Come get it. Screen, screen, screen. Shoot that, are you? Stay down.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Get it. Where's the board? Where's the board?
Now we're rolling.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
You got it, you got it, you got it. Way to grab it. Hey, yo, right there. Shut up, shut up. Yeah, that's all you, man.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Give me that. Hang on,
He can ball, huh?
I got your help. Coming.
Good. All right, let's move on.
Hey, yo, look at the clock. Put it back. Put it back. Yo, look at the clock. Don't forget the clock. Yo! Start ball. And one. Get it, get it. Clock, 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 clock.
Now that we're done, get out there and put up some shots.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hit me up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. See you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Welcome to NBA 2K20 and Season 6 of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. We got you covered this season with everything NBA 2K20, including in-game event updates, gameplay tips, and your favorite NBA super.
And I'm the first one to shake. Yeah. Like, why do I got it?
Great for this long bus ride.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
And it's a serious look this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena earlier on. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Wednesday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front, and it's McConnell in at the point guard position. And for Charlotte, Bridges and Williams holding down those forward positions. Rozier's out there with Brown, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you'll get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick. That was fun.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Here's McConnell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Shea outside. No good on the 3. And it's Warren with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
They just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
And the shot goes down.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Shea passes to Williams. Down kicks to Rozier. Shoots it up. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. McConnell finds Turner. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. McConnell scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Hornets with the rebound. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
The pass to Warren. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and drink.
Here's Brown. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, we all know Che's a tricky cover. He can beat you and draw contact in so many different ways.
And a bit of a first for Che as he was named Player of the Week for the past week. Great performances from him.
And Kevin, how could they not name him Player of the Week with the way he played over the last few games? Fantastic production from him, and glad he got the award.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Biombo, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Cody Zeller comes in for Marvin Williams. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Terry Rozier. Here's Leaf, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Lamb. Zeller grabs the board. Charlotte in the lead.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Turner. Rubio against Brogdon. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late. Group on the floor now for Charlotte. And some changes here for the Pacers. Here's Brown. 6 points for him. Over McConnell. Shea's shot is off.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's McConnell in at the point. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He tallied 25 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He played outstanding. He didn't force anything and allowed him to take over on offense. Kevin, we'll see what he has in store tonight.
Thanks, David. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
Yeah, well, he made it look easy last time out. I mean, he's in sync from the get-go. We'll see, though, if he can replicate that rhythm tonight.
Shot from the wing. The rebound by Turner.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for. Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Warren. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 6. Here's Che. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from Che. Aggressive move, doing damage.
McConnell passes to Turner. He dishes it to Oladipo. 3-pointer. That shot misses. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the...
Oh! Goodness. Wow. Well, that's just a highlight reel effort by Che. I mean, he's part steady performer, part showman.
Now, here's McConnell. Rozier defending. McConnell finds Sabonis. Left side, Turner. Here's Oladipo. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And so Brown will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. Pass to Williams. Sabonis with the steal. Fast break, here they come. There's the lob to Oladipo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Brown's got the ball. Bridges shot. Good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
Oladipo with the ball. He has 5. Now Warren. Back to Oladipo. 5 to shoot. He slams it down right on top of Marvin Williams.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Che. 10 points for him. Here's Rozier. Williams trying to break free. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Rozier.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Oladipo. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And I think Bridges has some real upside defensively. He's strong, athletic, and able to guard multiple positions, and that's what every team...
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by 1. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Shea really making a difference.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Bridges and Williams holding down those forward positions. Shea is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center position. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
McDermott's checked in for Warren.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for Pacers.
Indiana trailing here. McConnell passes to Turner. No good there.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
And it's Brown missing. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that. Missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
From 18 feet away, and it's Che missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Here's Oladipo. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Rubio's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Che dishes to Rubio. Brown the pass to Zeller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Brown. Che's got 14 points. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets base team.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Batum comes in.
Substitution on the court.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Sabonis. Drops in the layup for 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And so in the game for the Pacers. Hodgson at the 2 with Oladipo with the 3. Sabonis is out there with Warren, and it's Holiday in at the 1. So it's the Hornets now. 3-point lead. Brown against Oladipo. Here's Rozier. Makes it off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. The kick out to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Hornets with the rebound.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Bridges shot, good.
And you love this with Shea, the ability to see the whole floor and find the open man.
Holiday looking for an opening. Down low, here's Warren. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Che. That shot off. Nice D from Oladipo.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he makes the first. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And Che gets it to go.
Defensively, you got to try to close the airspace on Che. I mean, you may have gotten a piece of him, but no whistle.
Oladipo against Brown. To the middle. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Brown. Nice D from Oladipo. Pacers trail by 4. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. free throw good from Warren. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Bridges. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist. Jay's got 4 assists in the game. So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana. The kick out to Warren. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
At this point in his career, Williams knows his role. He doesn't play outside of himself. You love that about him. He focuses on playing within the system.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
Hernan Gomez against Oladipo. And the shot by Warren, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Brown missing. Pacers trail by 7. And the pass to Turner. Dishes it to Oladipo. Sabonis with the ball. Shoots from 14. Count that one. Sabonis has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Yeah, and at this stage, that's just what you need to do. You got to get those high percentage looks.
Rozier, the pass to Bridges. Here's Williams. Looking for Oladipo. He gets it there. Here's Warren. They get it back. Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 6. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Shea.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Oladipo against Brown. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Going to the line.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Oh, when it comes to Che, you think intensity, passion. But what some people don't realize, he's also a really funny guy.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Devin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Okay, David, thanks.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Terry Rozier.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
Here's Brown. Shoots from the high post. And no good that time. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg, David Allman, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Come on, not today. I'm tired.
Sorry, you gotta do some media.
Can I skip?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey man, Shaq here. Nice win for you guys tonight. Talk about any edges you felt you had coming in.
Well, the edge is our roster. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but our guys are just better. No one saw, but people saw the game, man. They also know coach is killing it on the whiteboard, putting me and everyone else in spots to succeed. This is a fun team to follow right now if you like good basketball.
You can say whatever the heck you want to say playing like that.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.